Today I want to talk about why the shoulder is so important for your diaphragm and rib cage function. So a lot of these tissues are actually shared with the rib cage. And since your rib cage is what houses your diaphragm, some of these injuries or tight shoulders can actually pull your rib cage in certain directions that can make it harder for you to breathe. One simple movement that can check your shoulder into its internal and external states. This is just a simple range of motion that will allow you to feel where's the tension and what part of your motion is limited, or maybe you have full range, which is great. Repetitions will allow you to regain that full range of motion, and over time, just the consistency. So one easy way to do this is getting your back flat against the wall, bringing the arm up about 90 degrees at the shoulder joint. You want to try to release the tension in your trap. So as you let that trap kind of fall down, you're going to then go into an external rotation, trying to get your fist to flat on the wall. Now, one thing I see is people start to cheat getting their fists going up right from the wrist. You actually want to keep that at neutral. So in this neutral standpoint, external rotation is great here. We can touch the wall. Then we're going to go into the internal rotation. So if you see here, I'm squeezing down. I can't really go anymore. Maybe the more I squeeze, I could get a little bit more of that range of motion. But this is why repetition matters. So I'm going to go in and out of that external and internal rotation. And you should see that with reps, you can get more and more of that motion. Now, I've always kind of known to have a tighter internal rotator. And by the end of this, I'm getting this full range of motion and I'm almost at this flat. I'm knocking on the door to this full range, going smoothly into internal rotation. Now, it might feel a little sore. I'm kind of feeling it already. It shows that we need to work on this, but with time you can reach that motion and you will feel some tightness, you'll feel some soreness. That's normal, but that is a great way to gain that motion. And if we test the other side here, external rotation, pretty good there, feels a little bit tighter on that side. So again, this is a great awareness tool. And look at my internal rotation. It's pretty much full on the first go. So this is a very great example on how you can note any sort of imbalances that might be going on in the body. Now, it might seem insignificant when you look at it from the outside perspective, but when you start to work on these things, you can see improvement in so many functions of your body. And again, this is just my internal and external rotation. We'll talk more about the other ranges of motion and other ways that we can start to regain stability and mobility in our shoulder joints. So I hope this helps and gives you an idea of how some of these topics can grow just from a simple movement standpoint, so that you can take into pretty much everything that you do. Now, good shoulders, again, will allow for great rib cage mobility, and we're gonna talk more about posture. And what we talked about earlier is these internal rotated shoulders is what we tend to find ourselves in our computer life, even in our phone life. So that's one great way to just get that full range of motion within your shoulder, and we'll talk more about other ways you can move through that as well. I hope you all have a breathtaking day.